Across the nation, American Indian tribes are working within their tribal government and businesses, and with tribal members and local communities, to curtail the spread of the novel coronavirus. We spoke via phone to Jacob Coyne, Vice President of Public Affairs for the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, who addressed communities across the nation with the following messages.
Well, I think there are two messages. Number one, it's imperative that we as a community stay together. It's such an important public health challenge that we're facing today, and it's going to take every one of us to work together and take care of each other and be mindful of our neighbors and whether or not they might need help. We should be neighborly as much as we can. And then secondly, heed the guidance that's being offered by, among others, the CDC, the World Health Organization, our state and local public health officials, and in our case, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. They've been issuing guidance and recommendations to not just tribal citizens, but also to our team members and people who have been our guests over the years to follow protocols, wash our hands and maintain social distancing and all those things that are important to try to stem this pandemic that we're facing.
San Manuel is working with other tribes and tribal organizations, both locally and across the country, to address the COVID-19 outbreak.
San Manuel has for many decades been a part of a consortium of 9 tribes that are part of the Riverside San Bernardino Indian Health Board, and we've been certainly coordinating with other tribes through that system, as well as there's a national organization called the National Congress of American Indians who advocate for tribes on a wide range of matters, and certainly right now we're focused as a collective on public health issues and the coronavirus matter and making sure that the Indian Health Service delivery systems are up to par and making sure that people know exactly where they need to go to be able to get services. So we're plugged into that system in a very active way.
San Manuel was amongst the first gaming facilities to close its doors to protect tribal members and the general public, citing an ancestral Serrano culture principle known as Yawa.
This concept and this principle of Yawa for the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has been such a fundamental driver in how the tribe responds to this public health emergency. Yawa means, again, to act on one's beliefs, and here San Manuel believes that it is humanity's obligation and humanity's responsibility to care for each other, to want good health for living things, to have safe communities, and provide for the well-being of people and those living things that share the earth with us. And it was that principle, basically, that drove San Manuel to decide, number one, to close the casino operations for a period, and then secondly, to get involved and make sure that the flow of actual information about how to act responsibly and to behave appropriately during this pandemic, we wanted to make sure that we were driven by that principle to keep our people safe.